The bear's here. The bear's literally here. Oh my god! There's something off about this forest. The air's too still. The stars feel like they're watching you, and somewhere out there, something hungry feels your presence. You wake up at your campsite. No company, no plan, and barely enough food to make it through the night. Your only light is a cheap flashlight, and whatever's moving just beyond its reach. Then, a blue bear spirit just above the hill. It calls itself a guardian, but it's broken. It tells you it's the true spirit of the ominous beast hunting in the forest. To free it, you'll have to reclaim its torn soul, return its totems scattered across the woods, and the bear will revert back to its physical form. And as you venture deeper, the beast waits patiently. Then you hear it. Boom, boom, boom. You watch as the lights turn red, flickering wildly. The beast has awoken, and it's hungry. This is Blood Bear, a haunting open-world survival horror experience in which you're not just the hunter, the monster is hunting you. Let's see what awaits in the dark. The forest doesn't scream to scare you, it whispers. It hums with this awful kind of stillness, like the world's holding its breath, waiting for you to make the next sound. There's no music, no comfort, just the sound of the wind, the creak of the branches, and your own footsteps crunching through the dirt. The few lampposts scattered across the trails are your only lifeline, pale, flickering halos of safety surrounded by endless black. Blood Bear doesn't hold your hand. There are no rangers out here, no friendly faces. The only other living soul you'll find is a lone trader, a quiet man with nothing to offer but supplies and silence. Everything else, it's the woods and whatever's inside them. Oh, this is bad. What is it? Oh! Oh! And then it happens. The silence breaks. You hear it. A low, rhythmic bang. Then another. And another. Like something huge is moving through the trees, searching for you. The Blood Bear is awake. The first time it happened to me on stream, I didn't even understand what was going on. The air went still, the lights flickered red, and then, out of nowhere, this massive silhouette emerged from the fog, a bear, glowing crimson, twice the size of anything real. You hear it before you see it, the thud of its paws hitting the ground, matching your pulse, getting closer. Every instinct tells you to run, and you do. You sprint through the woods, dodging trees, praying it loses interest, but then you see it again. The red glow in the darkness, burning like a flare. It's faster than you. The only way to survive is to find shelter, fast. And the beast, it's relentless, corrupted, hungry. That's the moment Blood Bear truly sinks its claws in. It's not just fear, it's dread. You never know when it'll happen again. There's no jump scare to brace for, no monster waiting on a timer. Just you, alone in the woods, wondering when the banging will start again. That's why it stuck with me, because real horror isn't always what jumps out, it's about what waits in the darkness. Once the fear settles, survival begins. The moment the forest stops chasing you, it starts to test you. Blood Bear's survival system isn't overcomplicated, but it's effective. You've got 4 things that matter: hunger, stamina, health, and crafting. They're quiet reminders of your own fragility, little bars that tick away while you're too busy looking over your shoulder. You'll start to notice hunger creeping in fairly quickly. Every scrap of food you find, in this case, cans of soup and steak, suddenly feels like treasure. And when you finally spot a building or campfire out in the distance, that faint orange glow feels like salvation. The forest doesn't hand you anything. There are no point of interest markers outside of major points or totems depending on your difficulty. No glowing arrows telling you where to go. If you want something, a weapon, a meal, perhaps a breath of safety, you'll have to find it on your own. Your tools are simple: a hatchet and some guns. In this case, a rifle. That's it. Both feel grounded, practical. The kind of weapons you'd actually find out here. The hatchet works, but it's not graceful. It's heavy, awkward, and every swing feels desperate, like you're fighting for your life, not for style. But the gun, that's where things start to feel good. There's something incredibly satisfying about how it handles. Point, aim, fire. No aim assist, no fancy animations, just you and the echo of the shot breaking the stillness. It's simple, it's raw, and when that echo fades, you remember you're still alone out here. Every so often you'll find small moments of peace, a watchtower standing tall over the forest, a quiet cabin with a flickering lantern inside, places that feel like they were meant to keep you safe, even if you know they won't for long. Bloodbear's survival mechanics might not redefine the genre, but they do something more important. They make you feel like a survivor. Scavenging, crafting, hiding, hoping. It's enough to keep you moving forward, even when the forest begs you to stop. Before I say anything else, I need you to remember something. This game was made by one person. And yet, look at it. The moment you step into this forest, you'd swear it came from a full studio. Team of artists, lighting experts, environmental designers, but no. It's one developer, building a world that feels real enough to breathe in. The first time I booted up Bloodbear, I actually paused for a second. The rustling of the trees, the way that moonlight breaks across the ground, the way shadows stretch and twist as your flashlight moves. It's cinematic. Every frame feels like it's trying to pull you deeper into the woods. You feel alone out there. Not because the game tells you, but because the visuals sell it. The texture of the trees, the glint of dew on the grass, the soft orange glow of distant lamps guiding you through the dark. They all whisper the same thing. You're really here. There are landmarks that make this world memorable. Crumbling cabins, a watchtower. There's even like a fortress just in the middle of the forest, and a lighthouse standing tall against the endless black sea. Each one feels handcrafted, like the developer personally walked these woods and left a piece of themselves behind. I've played a lot of survival horror games, some with massive budgets, and I do mean this sincerely. Bloodbear stands shoulder to shoulder with them in the atmosphere. There's a level of care here that's impossible to fake. Every shadow, flicker of light, every sound feels intentional. And to the developer, if you're watching this, seriously, you did something incredible. This game isn't just good for an indie. It's one of the best looking indie horror experiences I've seen, period. You captured the beauty and terror of the wild and somehow made it feel alive. And for players, that's the magic of Bloodbear. It's not just about survival. It's about stepping into a world built by one person's vision and realizing how far passion can take you. What else is there to say? Bloodbear surprised me in the best way possible. It's $7. That's the price of a coffee. Yes, I know I've said that before. Maybe one day I'll stop making that comparison. Maybe. But for that price, you're getting hours of atmosphere, tension, and a world that genuinely feels alive. It's not a massive open world. It's not filled with constant action, but it doesn't need to be. It's focused, moody, and quietly haunting in a way that sticks with you after you log off. And the best part? Developers still updating it. There's already a Halloween update complete with pumpkins, ghosts, and yes, candy corn that heals you. Because, of course it does. Nothing says terrifying forced survival like eating candy corn to survive. But jokes aside, that constant care, those little seasonal touches, they show how much the creator loves what they're building. It's rare to see that kind of dedication. And it makes Bloodbear feel alive, in a way most small horror games don't. So if you're looking for a short horror game to sink a few hours into, something that balances fear, survival, and discovery, Blood Bear is absolutely worth your time. It's eerie, it's engaging, and above all else, it's fun. And sometimes that's all a game needs to be. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps the channel grow and keeps me motivated to keep finding these hidden indie gems. And hey, if you've already faced the Blood Bear yourself, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories or maybe your screams. Until next time, stay safe out there and beware the Blood Bear.